When Fabrizio Romano speaks, the whole football world listens. And this time is no different. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool could be facing one of the most surprising departures of the summer transfer window, as Fabrizio Romano has now provided a major update on Curtis Jones's future. And it's a development that Red supporters won't want to ignore. For weeks, speculation surrounding Jones has continued to gather pace, with Inter Milan showing a serious interest in the Liverpool Academy graduate. Now, according to Romano, discussions between the two clubs are very much alive, and the transfer is far from dead. Taking to X, Romano revealed, Inter Milan have already had 2 meetings with Liverpool, and the player is fully open to the move and would like to join the Italian club. Negotiations continue. That update alone is significant. Not only are Inter actively pushing for a deal, but Romano has also confirmed that Jones himself is open to making the move to Serie A. For a player who has spent his entire professional career at Liverpool and made over 200 appearances for his boyhood club, that's a major development. Romano has also reported that negotiations are ongoing, describing Jones as a player who sits at the very top of Inter's shortlist. However, while the deal is very much on, there remains a sizable obstacle standing in the way. According to the latest reports, Liverpool and Inter are still some distance apart when it comes to valuation. The Italian giants are believed to have started discussions around the €20 million mark, but Liverpool are holding firm for a fee closer to £35 million. That gap means an agreement isn't close just yet, despite Inter's determination to get the deal done. What's particularly interesting is that Liverpool could potentially look to use the negotiations to their advantage. Inter right-back Denzel Dumfries has previously been linked with the Reds, and with a relatively affordable release clause in his contract, there is speculation that Liverpool could explore whether a wider arrangement can be struck between the two clubs. From Liverpool's perspective, losing Jones would undoubtedly be a blow. Homegrown players are increasingly valuable in the modern game, and at just 25 years old, Jones should theoretically be entering the best years of his career. Yet the reality is that Liverpool's midfield has become fiercely competitive. Arne Slot has no shortage of options, and if a substantial offer arrives, the club may decide this is the right time to cash in. Interestingly, Jones himself gave little indication that an exit was on the horizon when speaking after the final day of the season. He said, "I'm excited for next season. It should be great. We can put everything behind us and just go and enjoy it. Go and play free." He also added, "The important thing is that this club is huge on sticking as one, and our family and the fans are always there." Those comments certainly sounded like a player looking forward to the future at Anfield. However, as we all know, things can change very quickly during a transfer window. With Fabrizio Romano now confirming that Jones is open to the move and negotiations are continuing behind the scenes, this is a story that Liverpool fans will need to keep a very close eye on over the coming days and weeks. In other news, Liverpool are now staring at one of the most shocking transfer twists of the summer, with Paul Joyce confirming that one Liverpool star is set to leave Anfield after talks over a new contract completely collapsed. Nobody saw this coming. Just weeks ago, Konate publicly insisted he was close to an agreement with the club and made it clear he always wanted to stay at Liverpool. But despite that optimism, negotiations have now broken down. And unless there is a dramatic late turnaround, Konate is expected to walk away on a free transfer next summer. Reporter Ben Jacobs was first to break the bombshell news on X, revealing that Konate is now expected to leave after no agreement could be reached between all parties. Lewis Steele of the Daily Mail later added that the defender's departure remains a distinct possibility, following another round of talks, with small details reportedly preventing a breakthrough. But the biggest update came from Paul Joyce of The Times, who confirmed that Liverpool and the player were ultimately unable to agree new terms, with Konate now on course to leave once his contract expires. And if that happens, it raises huge questions over Liverpool's defensive future. Virgil van Dijk remains the guaranteed starter at the heart of defence, but beyond him the situation suddenly looks incredibly thin. Joe Gomez continues to struggle with injuries and has repeatedly been linked with an exit, while youngsters Giovanni Leone and Jeremy Jacquet are only just returning from serious injuries of their own. That means Liverpool could head into a massive summer rebuild, needing yet another centre-back addition, and fast. The club have already been linked with Bournemouth defender Marcos Senesi and Brighton's Jan-Paul van Hecke in recent weeks, which may now make far more sense given this latest development. What makes this story even more surprising is that Konate had arguably just enjoyed one of his strongest injury periods since arriving at the club. While consistency has occasionally been questioned, the 27-year-old remains an experienced, physically dominant defender who is entering what many consider the prime years of his career. If he leaves, it would bring an end to a 5-year spell at Liverpool that produced 183 appearances and some huge moments in red. But perhaps most worrying for supporters is the growing trend this continues. Konate would become the latest high-profile player to leave Liverpool for nothing, following names such as Mo Salah, Andy Robertson, Roberto Firmino, James Milner, Naby Keita, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. With Arne Slot preparing for one of the most important transfer windows in recent Liverpool history, this latest twist could completely change the club's summer plans. And right now, Liverpool fans are left asking one huge question: how did a deal that looked close suddenly fall apart? One thing is certain, this is not the ending Liverpool supporters were expecting when Konate spoke confidently about staying at Anfield just weeks ago. Now, with Paul Joyce confirming negotiations have collapsed, the reality is beginning to hit hard. Liverpool are potentially losing one of their most experienced defenders for absolutely nothing at a time when the squad already needs major surgery. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.